One.
Okay, so the first place that God sent us to was to two parishes of Magarali and Anaclone, which is just about 5 minutes away from where we had our training
Cambridge.
in Banbridge, that's right. And it was a church that was dying. One was called John the Evangelist, the other one's called Christ Church. But both churches were dying. There's very few young people, very few people had real faith. A few, but not so many. And Reverend Karen came there about 15 months ago, and she's the bishop's curate because they couldn't afford a rector. And in the time she's been there, the church has turned around from 20 people. It's now 60 people on a Sunday, and the breakfast on the Saturday morning had 60 people came, including a lot of people who we prayer walked the previous day, and we prayed, pray for that house, pray for that, pray for. They came. And we didn't know they were going to be there, but it was just amazing. So that was a highlight, and another highlight was going into the school, and where there was such a warmth of welcome. It's a very well-to-do school, but the vice principal was a member of the congregation, and all these children, they did a 25 years of peace poem, which they did in a brilliant way. And they'd been on a coronation tour to London a few weeks before. All of the year sevens go every year to London, and they have like 5 days in London and see all the sights. So we were being ministered to every place we've been by the people, by the local people. And Anaclone, a smaller church, but lots of light within it. And James gave a wonderful sermon there. James from Uganda, our team member there. And then we had a day off. We actually had a day off, and we went to Newcastle, and we just enjoyed ice cream at Maud's, and we just walked along the beach and just relaxed, and we went to Windy Gap, and we saw one of the stone tables that inspired C.S. Lewis's The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. So so we want to give thanks to God for all that he's done. I sense that it's been a ministry of encouragement, exhortation, building new friendships. We've shared the gospel, we've given opportunity for people to respond. We don't know how many people have responded, but we sense that something has changed in the heavens because of the visit of this team.
And what was it like having, the age range on your team was almost 50 years or maybe
Yeah,
more.
we had 70-year-olds and we had 18-year-olds.
So,
I thought I would have real difficulties with 18 and 22-year-olds because I couldn't relate to them. But actually they were mature above their years, and it really worked well. They served us, they had energy which we didn't have at some times, and Hemi has all sorts of illnesses and weaknesses, but she was open and vulnerable about them, and so she shared her vulnerability, Will shared his vulnerability, and as a result I was encouraged to share my vulnerability as well. And I just felt something was actually unlocking in me, freeing me from some stuff that meant that the Spirit could flow more freely.
Thank you, Simon. God bless you.